Hello, welcome to English Day with Miri. In today's video, we are going to talk about the pluralization of nouns. So how do we form plural nouns? We have some rules to follow in order to correctly make a singular noun plural. Let's begin with the first rule. For most nouns, we only need to add s. Let's have some examples. If we are talking about just one, then we only say sister. Now, if there are two or more, then we add s at the end of the word and it will become sisters. Now, let's have more examples with the same rule. Brother, it will become brothers. Table will become tables. And chair will become chairs. Now let's use these examples into sentences. I have two sisters. Her brothers are playing basketball in the backyard. We need 10 more chairs in the conference room. The tables in the canteen are small. Now let's go to the next rule. For nouns ending in s, ss, sh, ch, z, and x, we only need to add es. Now let's have some examples. Bus, buses. Box, boxes. Class, classes. Now let's have some example sentences. The school rented 3 buses for the field trip. We will put the books in the boxes we brought. I attended 2 classes today. Now please note that there are some nouns ending in s or z, and they are made plural by the s or z being doubled prior to adding the es. For example, quiz. It will become quizzes. As you can see, we doubled the letter z. Let's have an example sentence. The teacher prepared 3 quizzes for us today. Now let's go to the next rule. For nouns ending in y immediately after a consonant, we change that y to I and then we add es. For example, party, parties. Country, countries. City, cities. Now let's have some example sentences. She used to host parties before. I have visited several countries. We will go to different cities before going back to our hometown. Now for the next rule, for nouns ending in y immediately after a vowel, this time, we only need to add s. For example, birthday, birthdays. Boy, boys. Day, days. Now let's have some example sentences. 5 of her friends celebrated their birthdays this month. Boys are strong. We need to wait for a few days to get the result. Now let's go to the next one. Most nouns ending in f or fe change f to ve before adding s. Let's have some examples. Knife, knives. Leaf, leaves. Wife, wives. All the knives at home are sharp. The leaves fell from the tree. The wives of the board of directors were having a chat in the lounge. Now there are a few exceptions to this rule. The nouns ending in an FF take an S in the plural form. For example, belief, beliefs, dwarf, dwarfs, cliff, cliffs. As you can see, we did not change F to V, and then we did not also add VE and then S. We just simply added S. Let's have some example sentences. Their family believes in superstitious beliefs. When I was young, stories about dwarfs were famous. Now for the next rule, nouns ending in the letter O preceded by a consonant, we add ES. Now if O is preceded by another vowel, just add S. Let's have some examples. Potato, potatoes. So as you can see, our letter O is preceded by a consonant letter, which is T. That is why we need to add ES to make it plural. For the next one, let's have hero, heroes, radio, radios. Now this time, we have an example wherein the letter O is preceded by another vowel, which is letter I. So this time, we only need to add S to make it plural. Photo, photos. Now let's have some example sentences. It is hard to plant potatoes. My son loves to watch movies about heroes. Our grandfather has a collection of old radios. The photos taken during my sister's wedding were great. Now for the next rule, a few common nouns add en. Sometimes we change the vowel or sometimes it remain unchanged. Let's have some examples. Child, children. Ox, oxen. Deer, deer. Fish, fish. So as you can see, we have examples here wherein we changed or added en to make them plural. And we also have some examples here wherein it remained unchanged, meaning there was no change in spelling and we didn't have to add anything. Like the examples deer and fish. Now let's have some examples. The children loved to play at the park. We saw many deer in the forest. We got some fish from the market. Now, for the last rule, a few nouns are regularly plural in form, but singular in meaning. Let's have these examples. Mathematics, physics, and economics. My nephew is good at mathematics. Physics is a difficult subject. Our economics teacher will take a leave next month. That is it for our pluralization of nouns. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to like and don't forget to subscribe.